facelifts, boob jobs, zombies. What more do you want?
I'm just a fucked up girl who's looking for my own peace of mind.
Hello my dudes, welcome back to my channel, and today I am very excited to be talking about the Fantasia International Film Festival. Like every anticipated event of 2020, the Fantasia International Film Festival is going virtual for its 24th year. While I truly miss movie theaters more than anyone, so until I can safely attend a theater and the pandemic has passed, you probably won't find me in a theater anytime soon. But if you have been crying into your pillow at night wishing that your favorite projects would stop getting delayed, Fantasia has got you covered. So the event, which will take place online from August 20th through September 2nd, will offer a wide array of scheduled screenings, panels, workshops, all that stuff to satisfy your craving for savory genre content. With over 70 films to choose from, I have carefully selected my 13 most anticipated films that the festival has to offer. Special actors. If you're a fan of Shinichiro Ayuda's One Cut of the Dead, you need to check out his highly anticipated next project, Special Actors. The film follows Kazuto, a dreamy, ambitious thespian, suffering from a weird condition that causes him to faint at the slightest sign of stress. He joins the Special Actors, an agency designed to stage real-life situations. So, while at first it may appear as a sort of whimsical casting a background extra in real life sort of concept, things get increasingly more out of control as Kazuto is assigned to infiltrate a cult, and the story just kind of spirals into a strange, wildly delightful meta-comedy. The Undertakers Home. A dysfunctional family living in a mortuary is bound to have some spooky visitors, but when a malevolent spirit infiltrates their already broken home, things can only get worse. Ooh. I don't know about you, but this film is right up my alley and I'm very excited to see it. Feels Good Man. An official selection at Sundance 2020, Feels Good Man unravels the cultural anomaly of Pepe the Frog, a character that has gone from laid-back peacenik slacker to hate symbol classified by the Anti-Defamation League. The documentary not only explores the complexities of meme culture and the internet, but also how the internet can shape the way that we view the world and the way that we view each other. It's a cautionary yet hopeful tale and a delightfully playful piece of entertainment. Slacks. When a possessed pair of jeans, yes, you absolutely heard that right, begins to kill the staff of a trendy clothing store, it is up to an idealistic young sales clerk to stop its bloody rampage. It's an off-the-wall comedy that's giving me Rubber meets Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants vibes, and I definitely don't want to miss this one. I think this is probably like one of my top 3 most highly anticipated movies. It just sounds so absurd and ridiculous and right up my alley. Bleed With Me. So I love a good third wheel trope, and this one is coming in blood boiling hot. When a weekend trip with 2 best friends and 1 boyfriend goes awry, the uncomfortable third wheel becomes overwhelmed with paranoia, strange visions, and her growing suspicions about her best friend and her boo. The film brilliantly explores issues of self-harm and social isolation over the frightening backdrop of a wintry cabin in the woods. The Reckoning. Perhaps a bit too relevant for today's pandemic world, but The Reckoning takes place during the Great Plague of 1965 in England. Society has been driven into a frenzy of fear, distress, and death. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I don't know. And the Catholic Church sets out to begin the witch hunts. So we follow the story of Grace, a recent widow who has the suspicious eyes of the town all upon her. She's accused of being a witch, and she endures horrific interrogation at the hands of the witch hunters, but she refuses to go down without a reckoning. British filmmaker Neil Marshall has brought us bounties of golden storytelling, including The Descent, Dog Soldiers, Doomsday, Centurion, as well as his work on Game of Thrones, Black Sails, and Westworld. Sleep. Secrets, curses, and nightmares. Oh my. Marlene suffers nightmares so realistic that the line blurs between dream and reality. Piecing together her strange visions, she ends up at a remote hotel where the pieces begin slowly falling into place and a family secret reveals the curse that will make her life a never-ending nightmare. The Columnist. Why can't we just have different opinions and be nice about it? Isn't that the dream? In a horrific exploration of internet culture in the modern world, The Columnist performs what we all kind of wish secretly that we could do, which is dealing with cyberbullies by enacting the bloodiest possible revenge. I mean, I can't be the only one thinking this, right? We're always told not to read the comments, but we just can't help it. And more often than not, we get a nasty response. Femke Boot, our stellar protagonist with a stellar name, might I add, decides that instead of ignoring the internet trolls, she's going to shut them up permanently. 12-Hour Shift. A quirky and unique comedy/thriller that sounds absolutely bonkers takes place entirely in a hospital, and the film follows addict Nurse Mandy through her extremely eventful night shift. It's set on the backdrop of small-town vibes in the late 90s, and Mandy is dealing with an assortment of grisly happenings, kooky characters, an organ-harvesting side gig, and some questionable choices. Fried Barry. Heroin addict and overall crappy human being, Barry is encountered by an alien who inhabits his mind and takes him on a joyride through a sort of dystopian vision of Cape Town. Need I say more? This psychedelic sci-fi adventure offers acid-wash cinematography, a buzzing synth soundtrack, and it dives deep into the absurdity of madness and of addiction, mental illness, and society's treatment of all of those things. Yummy. Facelifts, boob jobs, zombies. What more do you want? If you're looking for gratuitous horror, over-the-top blood splatter, and an explosively funny script, you're in for a treat with one of the most inventive zombie gore fests to hit the silver screen. Allison, our lead character, heads into the hospital for a breast reduction, but after an experimental rejuvenation treatment goes wrong, we aren't really sure if she or anyone are going to get out alive. The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw. An atmospheric nightmare soaked in folklore and unsettling occult horror by Thomas Robert Lee. Set in 1973 harvest season, a rural community accuses a mother and daughter of witchcraft in what might be, and I quote, one of the most unsettling and surprising occult films since Hereditary. You got me sold. I'm ready. Let's go. Lapsis. The most relevant speculative fiction that we've seen in years, Lapsis follows Ray, a burnt-out delivery man struggling to support his sickly brother, and in an effort to get by, he takes on a new, no-benefits job that sends him deep into the forest to face various foes, including hostile workers, robot rivals, and a bizarre capitalist environment. So that's it. Those are the 13 films that I am most excited to see at Fantasia this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I hope you guys will check out these films, support them if you can. There's more information about Fantasia in the description below, and you can also find the full schedule for the festival, which is happening this week, and I'm so excited about it. So, gonna be watching a lot of great films. It's gonna be dope. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!